Welcome back to Soft Healing Sundays, a space where we slow down, breathe deeply, and create room for healing, one gentle step at a time. I'm so grateful you're here with me today, and today's conversation is about acceptance. Acceptance is often misunderstood. Many people believe accepting something means agreeing with it or simply approving of it or giving up. But true acceptance is none of those things. Acceptance is the moment we stop fighting reality and begin working with it. It's choosing peace over resistance, even when life hasn't unfolded the way we expected. There are seasons where we hold on tightly to what could have been, who we used to be, or the version of life that we've always imagined. We may replay conversations, question our decisions, and wish things had happened differently, but healing begins when we gently release the need to control the past and allow ourselves to meet the present with compassion. Today's episode isn't about settling for less, it's about finding freedom. It's about accepting where you are while still believing in where you're going, your future. It's about embracing every version of yourself, the one who struggled, the one who survived, and the one who is still becoming. So if you've been carrying disappointment, grief, regret, unanswered questions, or just simply finding it difficult to let go, I hope this conversation and this episode reminds you that acceptance isn't the end of your story. It's the beginning of your peace. So take a deep breath, get comfortable, and let's begin this healing journey together. So, what acceptance really means? Acceptance does not mean, like I said, approving of what hurt you. Acceptance is the part of letting go of what hurt you so you can simply move forward without carrying that extra baggage. You can decide to accept what it is and never look back again. You can decide to accept people for who they are, but again, that does not mean you approve of what they did to hurt you or approve of how they act. Acceptance doesn't mean that a person's actions were okay. And it doesn't mean you stop growing. And no, this topic isn't just about people in your life, it's in general. Acceptance applies to everything because it is not always people that hurt us. Hurt can come from many different things, as we all know. Choose to love yourself more than what you are carrying. Stop carrying the weight of wishing things would have turned out differently. How that situation happened is how it was supposed to happen. Acceptance also means accepting outdated versions of yourself and seasons that did not go how you wanted them to go. And whatever ends is meant to end. Let it end. Because there's always a reason why it's ending, whether it's a job, a relationship, etc. Just because it ends doesn't mean your life is over. Your life just got better because better is on the way. And you cannot create a new life while constantly arguing with the old one. Remember that. And now I do want to say that acceptance is probably one of the hardest stages to go through in life, depending on the situation. You're going to be in denial. You're going to question things. Then the anger hits, and then grief follows. So acceptance isn't, it's a process. It's not a single decision. And once you get through all of that, things should become a little easier, but not always. Because like I said, it depends on the person. It depends on the situation. You will know, though, when you are starting acceptance. When you stop thinking that you need everybody else in your corner to be happy or simply understand you, you will stop waiting for that clarity that you've been yearning for, thinking that's the only way to move forward. Your thoughts of what you are accepting won't bother you as much emotionally. You will also start to move forward peacefully and start thinking about the next steps in your life. When those things happen, you then know you are ready to start rebuilding your life. What I want you to also remember is that you are not on the same path as the next person. When you are going through the whole acceptance stage, don't compare your progress to anyone else. Someone else may move along quicker than you, or vice versa. And there is nothing wrong with that because everybody's on a different journey. And before I close this episode, I want you to put your hand on your heart and say, "Today I accept." And whatever you choose to accept today is what you will say to yourself. So, for example, today I accept to let go of past hurt and pain. So, grab your journal or digital journal, or simply just write a letter to your future self. Start it off by saying, "I am ready to accept," and let your thoughts flow from there. Whatever comes to mind is what you are ready to accept. So trust that. Trust your thoughts. And your closing affirmation is, "Today I release the fight against my past. I honor where I have been and I accept where I am. I trust where I am going." Thank you for joining me for this episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, visit my website, theeternalblissjourney.com, and take a look around and see what grabs your attention. There will be a lot of new stuff added soon because I am working on a lot of things right now. But until next time, love, light, and peace, and see you next Sunday.